All right, quadratic formula. Let's do this. So we have to identify our A, our B, and our C for number 1. So there's a 1 there, right? That's our A. A equals 1. B is this middle number here, -5. C is the last number, -14. C, A. Okay? Then we plug everything into our formula. -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. So the negative of -5, which is just going to be 5, plus or minus -5 squared. Make sure you put the -5 in parentheses when you do that in your calculator. Minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is -14. All divided by 2 times a, which is 2 times 1. All right. Now I'm going to just shrink that so we have space. So negative of -5 is 5, plus or minus square root of -5 squared is 25, minus 4 times 1 is 4, times -14 is -56. So it's minus negative in there, which becomes plus over 2. So this becomes 5 plus or minus the square root of 81 over 2. All right, I'm going to just shrink this again. Again, use a calculator to do all this. You don't have to do these numbers in your head. It'd be foolish to try to do that. Square root of 81 is 9. So 5 plus or minus 9 over 2. And here's where we get to the very end. The plus minus symbol in the middle here, this thing, represents two separate solutions. I'll do them below. It represents 5 plus 9 over 2 and 5 minus 9 over 2. You have to separate it out into two different solutions. So 5 plus 9 is 14 divided by 2 is 7. So x equals 7 is one answer. 5 minus 9 is -4 divided by 2 is -2. Right? It's -4 over 2. This one's 7 or 14 over 2. So you simplify them, you get +7 and -2. And those are your two answers. All right. Let's try one more. We'll do one, I guess, down here. We'll do like this one here, number 6. A is 2, B is 3, C is -20. Do not forget the negative sign with your values, or else you're going to get the wrong answer. This negative sign right here is attached to the 20. So C is -20. So the negative of 3 plus or minus the square root of 3 squared minus 4 times 2 times -20, all divided by 2 times a, which is 2. That's just plugging everything in. Now you actually have to simplify stuff. Use a calculator. You could type this entire thing right here straight into your calculator, and it'll do it for you. Don't type the square root in, but just type the numbers under the square root. The calculator will do it for you. 3 squared is 9, minus 4 times 2 is 8, times -20 is going to be 160, -160 over 4. So you have a minus negative there, which becomes plus. So it's going to be -3 plus or minus the square root of 169 over 4. Square root of 169 is 13. So now we have -3 plus 13 over 4 and -3 minus 13 over 4. And then we just got to simplify both of these to get our answers. This one becomes 10 over 4, which is, if you simplify it in your calculator, you get 2.5. This one is -16 over 4, which becomes -4. That's it. All right, so try those middle four problems, numbers 2, 3, 4, and 5 for extra practice, and you'll be very prepared for your quiz if you could do these. The answers are also attached to